Okay, I'm on the last edge, which is the front left edge. So, yeah, this is the last one before I can flip it out, which is funny because right now it actually looks better than when I flip it out. When you flip it out, it's like, oh baby. I've already mentioned that, but it's always like right now I'm excited in this way to do it, but I also know that doing it is not nearly the end. It's the beginning of the end. So now I need to get the thread going. I finished the other side and set this up off video. I haven't watched some of those, I haven't seen Beto, or not Beto, but Steve from Beto's Leatherwork in a while. So I was watching one of his new videos while sewing. I love that. I love watching these guys making things while I'm making something. I guess that's probably not unusual. Man. I think I might be done after this. By the time I get done with this, it'll probably be 6:30 p.m. Let's see. I kind of feel like I've recorded a lot of videos today. I need to actually do something with them. So if I stop at 8 p.m., I'm not going to have any time to do that. So I'm going to stop after this. Let's do it. Okay. As usual, I need to measure these out, make sure I have enough on both ends. The top and the bobbin, as they call it apparently. It's getting a little sore. Excuse me. Leather workers will use a similar, they'll usually just put a piece of leather on their finger. When they're doing their stitches, it's a similar pain point as this one, which makes sense because they are doing the same thing. Even Steve from Beato's Leatherwork does it. When he hand stitches. I haven't seen him hand stitch in a while. I have to go back and rewatch some of those episodes where he's doing that. He doesn't do it a whole episode. He'll just do it for a couple of minutes really on video because he knows that, well, I guess he assumes that most people will not find that too riveting entertainment. He even mentions, I remember him mentioning that it's that it's also meditative. Kind of, it just is, it's like that. If you're doing it, that's not true. I guess if you're in a hurry, it wouldn't be meditative. Can you be meditative in a hurry? I don't think so. Maybe being in a hurry on purpose? Does that make sense? Not really. I can taste the finish. You know? I guess that's kind of a funny thing when you're close to the finish. You can feel it. I guess that's kind of in the same line of don't look down. If you're so close you could taste it, beware. You know, you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's almost a sign of sort of not complacency, but you're no longer focused on the moment, are you? You're sort of focused on the finish so much that you can taste it. Now, can you have both sort of feelings at the same time? Yeah, probably. As in, here I am doing this and enjoying it, but at the same time knowing that the finish is right around the corner. And it's kind of, it's exciting. It's like completed, accomplished. Yeah, and I guess meditation doesn't really have that, you know? So perhaps on this one I'm not really meditating, I'm more doing it. think if I wasn't talking about it, it would be different. I'm hot. I'm using my fan to keep the phone cool. It gets pretty hot when it's videoing for an extended time. And there's not a lot of airflow in here. It's not hot in here, but sewing does heat me up. That's for sure. You know, from the pulling on the skin of the thread, you know, because it's tight around my skin, to the sort of positioning of my body, the focus, the tension that it requires. Really getting into my finger. I try to mix it up exactly the point that I'm putting tension on my finger, but I haven't been really sewing consistently over the last year to grow big calluses. It does happen if I sew enough, but I've only sewn that bag and now this bag. This one I can tell, like if I did this one and then one more, it would be pretty good. I think when I'm making this for someone like Elsa right now, I want it to be good for them, but at the same time I'm not really doing it for them. It's kind of my time passing, and I like to do it properly because it feels right. I'm wondering how that's gonna be, if I'm ever in the position to make a bag for somebody that I don't know, that is paying me to do it. Not paying me to do it, but paying for a bag from me. Is that pretentious or pedantic to say it like that? Not pretentious, maybe pedantic. A little unnecessary detail. But I think there will be some passion. The passion's there about the bag making, but I think if I was making this for somebody I didn't know, I would be also concerned with their approval. Maybe not approval, but they're gonna be seeing it. They're gonna look at it. They're gonna see what I've done, and I want them to see it and go, wow, that's amazing, that's beautiful. I guess it's like sort of taking pride in the work and liking what you're doing. I mean, you need to sort of have some sort of, even if it's a menial, not menial, but like, yeah, menial, but even if it's, you know, a factory job, you can still have pride. Of course you can have pride in it. You know, you can say, okay, I'm gonna do the best job that I can. While I'm here, I might as well do a good job. And for me, it's like, with this, it's so sort of, you know, it's a one-off. It's like one of one. It's, I don't even know how I would rush it exactly. You know, I don't want to rush it. Well, rushing it would probably be not taking the time to measure and then maybe just messing up the whole bag, or I don't know. I mean, it would be really hard to rush this. I am hot. Man. Oh yeah. Oh, did you hear that? That was my nail. That was the needle getting stuck on my nail. One time I put a needle through my nail. That was not very enjoyable. Elsa's mom used to work at a like a textiles. They made sheets. Speaking of, and she worked as an assistant, like a secretary type. But she said that the people working there it happened quite often where they would put needles through their fingers. She's had it happen to her. Luckily, I've never had that happen. That would definitely hurt. Alright, we're getting down to the last of the thread here. This is where it gets really difficult to hold on to. Okay, that's it. So that's one zigzag. So I've got one more zigzag to go to complete the double reverse zigzag. Hola. When I do the next one, I'll get it closer. All right.